Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bengt. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we are talking about how to control your obsessive thinking. This is something that completely debilitated me, that completely disabled me, and I still struggle with it from time to time because I have a very, very active brain. And the biggest thing about the obsessive thinking and the compulsive thoughts, like it's going 24/7, the ways that that's affected me the most is, for one, if that train of thought starts to spiral into negative thoughts, then bro, I'm fucked. Like, I'm going into the dumpster. You know what I mean? And my mental state is gonna become piss poor. I'm gonna get really anxious, really depressed, really angry, sad, upset, all of the negative emotions very quickly. And if you start to get sucked into that negative spiral, sometimes it can take you days to fucking snap out of it, and it's hard. And during that time, it's affecting your life, right? And the second thing, not being able to sleep. Dude, if my brain starts to buzz at like anywhere between 30 to an hour, minutes before I start to go to bed, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm not going to sleep. And this still happens. You know what I mean? I say this, and literally last night I was like laying down to go to bed, and I just had this fucking like panic attack. You know what I mean? Because I have a bunch of clients that I need to do work for my business, and I was a little behind on shit, and just things were like kind of unorganized for my week as far as like work stuff goes. And when you run your own business, like, the pressure's on you, the gun's to your head. If you fuck shit up, it's your money, it's your business, it's your name and reputation on the line. And I care way too much about that shit to fuck it up because I wasn't able to deliver certain things by certain deadlines. So I literally like woke up in the middle of the night with a fucking panic attack and just stayed up till like 2 or 3 in the morning working because I couldn't go to sleep without that compulsive, tripping out fucking, obsessive thinking, right? So it affects you in a lot of different ways, and it's hard to control it fully. But I'm gonna give you guys some tips and some pointers and some things that have helped me work through that. And number one is perfectly related to the story that I just told you. If you can remain disciplined, right? If you can remain focused, and if you can do the things that you know you need to do on a day-to-day basis, the obsessive thinking will be a little easier to control. Because I don't know about you, but for me, the overthinking and especially the negative spirals, those start to kick in and take effect when I know there's things that I should be doing, but I'm not. It's like my brain separates and I become stuck in 2 different worlds at once. And one is the thing that I'm doing where I'm like, fucking off or procrastinating or doing something I'm not supposed to. And the other half of my brain is thinking about all the things that I should be doing that I'm not. And they start to go to war with each other, right? And that's terrible. And that's a very easy way to start having really intrusive negative self-talk. And once you start that, it's a whole process sorting that out and getting out of that, right? So tip number 1 to avoid obsessive overthinking is do the things that you know you need to do on a day-to-day basis. That way there's no room for negative thoughts or negative self-talk to enter your brain because you're taking care of the things that you know you need to take care of, right? That's a big one for me. The second one is a special game that I like to play, and it's something you should all be familiar with, right? I play Tinder with my thoughts. I literally swipe left, swipe right. It's so simple, it's super easy, and it's a fun little game you can play, and it's a trick to get you to kind of start to become more self-aware and just get in the habit of recognizing your thoughts when they're occurring so you can separate yourself from your thoughts from being the person that's experiencing your thoughts, right? Because if you can't separate those 2 things, if you can't have your brain spitting out thoughts and you can recognize them and catch them, you're not going to be able to choose whether or not you associate with those things. And this is a little bit of a side tangent here, but I think that a lot of people's struggling comes from them associating with negative self-talk and negative thoughts that aren't even theirs. You have to understand that there are so many things and factors and influences on our day-to-day life that literally put thoughts into our brain for us. And if you are not careful, your subconscious can be programmed to think that you are a piece of shit And if you start to think that you're a piece of shit and you associate with those thoughts, then guess what? You become a piece of shit. Or you might not be, but you believe you are, and it's just pretty much the same thing as being a piece of shit anyways. And you're gonna hate yourself, and you're gonna struggle with living a fulfilled life and, you know, the life that you want and becoming the best version of yourself, right? So play Tinder with your thoughts. Observe them, swipe left if that shit's a dud, if that shit doesn't serve your higher purpose, if that shit doesn't make you a better version of you, if you don't want to associate with that thought, you don't have to. Your thoughts are not you. You can choose whether or not you let that become a part of your life, a part of your day, if you let it impact your thinking or not. Swipe left on the negative bullshit. If you have a thought that's good, that's productive, like, oh, I should go work, or oh, I should go lift weights, or oh, I should go for a run, or oh, I should read this book. Swipe right, do that, associate with that, ingrain that into your personality, do the thing you're thinking, and create the positive feedback loop. Start that, you know what I mean? Swipe right on that shit. Yes, smash, you know what I mean? It's a really simple trick, really easy game you can play with your own thoughts. Great for training self-awareness and catching your thoughts and becoming separated from your brain and learning how to choose when to associate or disassociate with your own thoughts. Get your brain under control, play Tinder, all right? Thing number 3, meditation and slowing down the pace of your life. Everything around us is so high speed, high pace, everything moves very quickly, but haste makes waste. And it's very easy to trip over your own shoelaces in this world, physically and also, you know, mentally and spiritually and psychologically, because there's just so many things that are influencing us, pulling us in different directions, that if you don't have a clear, cut and dry, straightforward purpose and a plan and a roadmap on how to get there, you're going to stumble along the way, and you're going to feel disorientated by being pulled in all these different directions, all these opportunities. It's almost like analysis paralysis, or you have too many opportunities, too many choices, you can't fucking pick. You know what I mean? It's very hard to sort things out and just get straight to it when you can open up your phone and you're exposed to literally an infinite amount of possibilities of things you could be doing, you know, career paths for your life, stuff that you could think about, stuff that you could learn about. It's overwhelming sometimes, and that can cause a complete, you know, mayhem in your brain as far as overthinking goes. So pause, meditate, sit down and try to just literally imagine if your brain is an engine, whether it be a throttle like a dirt bike, whether it be a pedal like a car, just ease off on the gas. You know what I mean? Slow things down, take a step back, and try to center yourself in the moment. And just, if you start thinking about nothing, then you're thinking about nothing. If you've ever tried meditation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this fucking paradox where it's like you can't ever really truthfully settle into the moment and not be thinking about anything. It's really hard to do that. You have to be a fucking monk to get to that level, it seems like. But for the average person that doesn't have, you know, 6 years to go sit in a cave, one thing that you can focus on is just bring yourself to the present moment, bring your awareness to the present moment, close your eyes, sit down, take a deep breath, and chill, bro. Just literally feel every second pass. Feel how slow time actually can be if you bring your awareness to that. And don't let your thoughts race. Try to dismiss them. You can play Tinder while you meditate, you know, and just kind of focus on bringing yourself back to being centered, sitting in the moment. Anytime something comes up that distracts you, just swipe it left and bring yourself back to that awareness, right? This is hard. It's going to be tricky at first because your brain is literally conditioned. Your brain is probably addicted to this compulsive thinking, because if it feels like if something's not racing through your brain, then something is wrong. And I hope that the people that need to hear that have made it to this point in the video, because that is really the big fucking punchline right there. People are addicted to stress. Your brain is addicted to overthinking. So if you try to stop overthinking or obsessively thinking about stuff, your brain starts to think that something's wrong. You trying to heal yourself, to slow down, your brain thinks that is wrong. And that is going to completely debilitate you from being able to make progress, from being able to actually undo the processes and the pathways that are in place in your brain that are making you overthink. Now, this is going to be a slept on fucking getting sober. A lot of you guys drink. Drinking will give you anxiety. Smoking will give you anxiety. Anything that pulls you out of yourself or puts thoughts or things in your head that are unpleasant or that are out of your control, or maybe just not your full, truest, authentic self, try getting sober for a little bit and just feel how that feels. Smoking fucking cigarettes or vapes will give you anxiety too, because if you don't have it, then you start to fucking overthink and you get paranoid and shit too. It's fucking tragic. But try getting extremely sober. I mean like fucking square, bro, like zero, anything. And just feel what that feels like and watch how your brain starts to kind of rewire itself. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, I hope you found some of that helpful. If you made it this far in the video, smash the fucking like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like this video, if it resonated with you, I'll put another one on the screen right here that you can check out after this. If you're looking for help accelerating your self-improvement journey, check out the first link in the description. It's gonna bring you to my website. I got a whole bunch of resources on there, things that have helped me accelerate and get to the point where I'm at in life right now. So if you're interested in that, check it out. If not, all good. I'll see you guys in the next video, in this one right here. Stay strong, stay blessed, stay dangerous. I'll catch y'all later, all right? Much love. Peace.